music.
Faith, I bought it because it said that on the bottle.
Welcome to all our friends, and Dan is on the set. To all our friends in South Florida, LA, San Francisco, New York. Dan is walking around with a bottle of Prosecco. That is unbelievable sound.
You know why?
Tell me why.
Because tonight is the big night, big day. Today is the 1-year anniversary of the Heart of Delray Gallery. We have a big party tonight, 6 till 10 o'clock tonight. It is an open house. 1-year anniversary party. Follow the lights. You cannot miss us. We're at 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. So not only do we have a toast, we have multiple toasts going on here.
We have a wine.
We have our pregame. We have our toast to the party. So a toast to Dan and 1 year. You know, it's not easy. Dan,
is this what you're going to be serving tonight?
Congrats, Dan.
Congrats, Dan, in the Heart of Delray.
I have to go buy more. They only have 3 bottles. That's all they left.
That's
we
all they
might
left?
finish it today.
We'll call the guy now. We'll call him and put Dan, we'll call him, put him on the air and says, listen, we need 120 bottles.
There's only 3 bottles, and we only have an hour show.
This is what, Prosecco? Unbelievable. Unbelievable good stuff.
Nice.
And what is the name of the gentleman's bottle company?
This is very nice.
It is.
What is this?
Prosecco.
Riando. Can you say that?
Riando.
And you know what? When you get here tonight at 6 o'clock,
Latina.
we'll let you know how it was, because it's delicious.
No? No eres Latina? All right.
You know
we
what
got to
today
turn your
is,
microphone
Freddie?
on.
Turn the switch on.
You know how to turn that switch on? There you go.
Today is
I don't think I'm on.
International.
You're on. Don't,
We're on?
Yeah, you're on.
Okay.
Take it easy. You're good.
International Women's Day.
Why is it that today has to be International Women's Day?
Because it just is.
I
don't even know what today's date is, and it's International
Dan,
Women's
okay,
Day.
I got a bone to pick. When is there International Men's Day?
Men's Day, yeah. I
Every
agree.
day is Men's Day.
Is that what it is? I missed the memo.
I have to tell you, though, actually, I think every day is Women's Day. When
I
I
do
get
too.
here every day, I think every day is my day.
I do too.
So I'm very happy to share the day with all the other women internationally. But ladies, I think every day is our day.
Yes.
Honestly, it is every single day. I know today is your anniversary, so today is Dan's Day at the Heart of Delray Gallery, and we will share it. And you know what else today is? Today is another really, really big day. Today,
Really?
Today is Freddy's new birthday. And I say that because a year ago today,
Here we go.
Freddy was very, very, very sick. And by the grace of God and all the angels, he is with us today.
I just took my party
So happy
to...
birthday, Freddy.
I took my party to ICU. That
Happy 1-year birthday, Freddy.
So like, I took my party to ICU.
And we took all the angels to visit you in ICU.
I took it to ICU.
It was a party. We had Coach there. We had
Everyone-
Faith there.
everybody showed.
Everyone, Gio and
And
Sabrina.
you know what the worst thing is? You know, when you're sick in the hospital and you look like a mess and all these people come to visit you, I'm like, Linda was there with Linda, throw some water, something up. I look like a mess here, and here comes Faith, the door. Everybody's coming to see me. I'm like, oh, Lord.
I know, right?
It was a party, but I'm very thankful that you are here
Thank
a
you.
year later, a year healthier.
Thank you.
So thank you.
And March is a special month, right? It's our birthdays.
It was your second birthday, so it is. I guess my sound is on, 'cause I'm hearing double sound. So it is a big day at Brooklyn Cafe.
That's because you got your phone
I
on.
am trying to turn it off. It's not turning off. Anyway, I'll turn it back on. So come on out tonight. Join our fun from 6 until 10 tonight. Open house party. Follow the lights.
Yeah, we got about 500 RSVPs.
500 RSVPs.
gosh.
And don't forget to stop by the cafe. Come on back. We're doing some interviews. Are we doing anything with the Art Radio Network today?
Probably. I'm
Tonight?
gonna
We'll do
have
some
the
interviews.
banners and stuff going.
We'll put the banners. We're going to put
We're
something
gonna
up.
put up your banner and your play-by-play, and maybe set something up over there. And we'll do some interviews, and we'll use everybody and anybody in the crowd. And
Everybody's here.
We pull them off the
She cannot
street.
snort when there's Prosecco in her mouth. It will make a mess.
you see how she treats me. I'm gonna have you interview somebody
Oh,
tonight.
gosh, no, don't
Yes,
do that.
yes,
That
yes,
wouldn't be
gosh.
wise.
Gosh.
And Freddie, just to
Stop,
celebrate
Dawn.
for you and with Dan, we've got 3 Dawns on the set today. 3 Dawns and Faith.
Yeah.
And never have a Dawn without Faith.
there were 2 more Dawns that aren't here today, but there are 2. You got like 5 or 6 Dawns, right? They grow.
How does that happen? We grow.
I get all
That's a
these
good thing.
Facebook Dawns. Can I be on the set? Who are you, Dawn?
Dawn.
Everybody. This guy named Larry. He says my name is Dawn. No, that ain't gonna work.
Larry, Dawn, it's all the same. We've got Dawn Goldstein with us, Professor Dawn Goldstein. Dawn's a Marco book, The Beautiful Jewelry. I have my star on
I know.
always. Every
Love
day I
it.
have this on. And we have, of course, the beautiful Faith Washington. And at 7:30 this morning, I got a text from John Wellman of Vitalizer to please tell Freddie what a lucky man you are to be on this show today.
She
with
gets
the
a
3
text
Dawns
from
and
me.
a Faith. You didn't get the text. I got it.
She gets the text from me.
John Wellman said, tell Freddie he's a lucky man. So, Freddie, you are a lucky man.
Hey, John, if you're here, vitalize this.
You got Rashad. You got some balance. You got Dan in the house.
I got the.
You got Pastor
I got the
Rashad
pastor.
over there.
Pastor in the house, dressed in black, looking very debonair.
He's very upset, though, with you.
Why?
Because he needs a name.
I gave him a name every day.
That's
Just
Raz.
one Freddy.
What name you want, Marlon?
It's Raz.
Marlon Brando, what name do you want? You're the pastor. Your name is Rashad. What name do you want? And don't give me the BB because we ain't going down that
BB.
road.
I was thinking Rashad.
It's original.
I can't remember his name.
He was thinking he calls him
short,
Raz.
to the point.
Raz.
Kind of on my birth
He
certificate.
calls him Raz. At least you have a birth certificate.
I know, Dawn doesn't have a birth
I
certificate.
don't have one.
Get out.
No, she doesn't.
We do not know where it is.
But you can apply for it.
I guess I could try and find it, but then if I found it, AARP might find me. Do you know? I just saw Jean walking around the hallways, and she says to me, I have to give you a compliment. Do you know how good you look for your age?
She says, how
I
old
said,
am I?
thank you.
Passive-aggressive.
How old?
Right?
She says, may I ask how old you are? So I told her, she said, "Oh, I knew it was too good to be true. Someone told me you were 60. And I
my
said,
gosh.
do I look like I'm 60? She says, no, because I'm in my 60s and you look a lot better than I do.
Damn, Dan.
So I don't know.
Aggressive again.
I'll have a talk with her.
That's cold.
Is that funny?
Hey, listen, it's worse for me. They thought I was 70.
No.
Yeah? That's it. I'll be whatever you want.
Any woman that enters the gallery is automatically 30.
30, I'm thinking
That's it.
28.
This is like the fountain of youth in here.
So what do we have going tonight? We've got some wine, Prosecco, music,
Music, snacks.
snacks?
Beautiful art.
Snacks, cake,
Cake.
art, some
Beautiful
fun.
art.
Always a fun party here. 500
Spend
people.
An hour in just one
I
room.
just love this place.
And it is sponsored
Yeah,
tonight
that's
by JM Lexus. Do you think I can get a card tonight while I'm here? My lease is almost up, Dan. You think?
Me too.
Oh, you have a, but you have a Lexus.
I know.
Timmy, go to Timmy
We can-
Spellman.
JM Lexus is sponsoring tonight,
Timmy Spellman.
right?
That's who you're gonna
Any
go
other
see.
sponsors to thank for tonight, Dan?
No.
JM Lexus. Who's doing the music tonight?
Tailored Soul.
Yes.
Yes, Danielle and Jason from Tailored Soul. I'm so glad we're having this party.
Dan, you're going to be here, right?
Depends how much it is, like,
There you go. There you go. Fantastic. 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray. If you go anywhere else, give us a call because you're in the wrong place. But come on down. 6 to 10, yes?
6 to 10. Mhm.
And listen, if there's none of you parking out front, you can park on the street. Just don't park on the train tracks. Trust me.
Oh, next to the train tracks, this parking.
Do you know I
Park on the
saw
street.
I saw another accident with Tri-Rail yesterday. I don't understand why people think they can beat the train.
Right.
I don't understand it.
Because they think they're faster than a speeding bullet. More
Oh, are they
powerful than a
Superman?
locomotive.
They're Superman.
Able to leap tall buildings in a single pass.
You need a Superman shirt on. You can go like this. You can go, see?
Yeah. Watch me hit that train. That train will send me to Miami with a good
Poor
kick.
Dawn Goldstein. She's never quite had an experience like us before.
She's never.
She's looking at Dawn and saying, oh my goodness, what have I signed up
Now
for?
let me ask you, you have all these wonderful guests on today,
Well,
and I want to know what is on the agenda.
well, here's what happened.
I'm afraid that.
Here's what happened. It's International Women's Day, and I was not sure if you were going to be with us on the show today.
Where
Because
was
you
I
had
going to
an
be?
appointment this morning, which
No,
you
I-
didn't end up having, but you had.
No, I didn't
So
have
I
it.
booked today, and I thought we're just going to have a good, fun show. So we've got the Dawns, we had some pixie dust, the ducks are ready to go, Freddie, and we thought, you know what, let's just have some fun. So what's more fun than a couple Dawns and a Faith and some rubber ducks, and we're good to go. All we need is a bathtub and have some fun. We've got the Prosecco.
I've never heard
All
of
my
what.
ducks are ducks.
I've never heard of what's more fun than prosecco, a couple of ducks,
Dawns.
a couple of doors, and a rubber
And you
duck.
know what, if you have some faith with all that,
I haven't-
you are good.
I'm gonna tell you, I haven't even seen porn movies that were that exciting.
See
Rubber
that?
ducks?
Gotta be
Rubber ducks,
illegal. That's
some
gotta be illegal
Dawns,
in a couple of states.
and
right?
It's gotta
always-
be super illegal.
There's some symbolism with the ducks. I don't know.
And you
what it
always
is.
have to have
in a
faith, so we bring her
your
with
ducks in a
us.
row.
Faith is
Duck,
always there.
Dawn.
Faith is that. Faith, you ever
love
wash
my own
you wash your pants and you have like that nickel in your pocket or that quarter in your pocket? It says that quarter is always there. That's like Faith Washington. Always there.
Faith. She's always faith because you always have to have faith. So we bring her with
Absolutely.
us mortally and spiritually
Oh,
always.
where's amazing? Where's amazing Grace? What's amazing? What's Grace?
Where's
Grace.
Grace?
Grace.
Oh, she's
Ah.
coming tonight.
Because
She
we
was
want to
busy
have
taking
Amazing Grace on here. You know, that's her new name is Amazing Grace.
Dan has someone new that works at the desk, and her name is Grace, and she sat in here yesterday and watched our show,
Yeah.
and she took notes on our show.
You're kidding.
No,
Yeah.
and I said, "You're taking notes on our show. Are you sure you want
She
to
gave
do
me
that?"
some good pointers. by
Did
the
we
way.
do any of them? Yeah, she said to
I'm
lower the
going to,
banner, which
yeah.
was a really good idea. We used to do that at BCT.
She says that you have to learn how to speak Spanish.
Well, could you please teach me? Because let me tell you what happened.
Yeah.
My hot water heater that they said goes up, it was much mejor, is much better.
Much
It's no
mejor?
much- It's not
Much
much better.
mejor.
Yes,
Mucho
it's-
mejor.
it's
Mucho
not.
mejor.
So let me tell you. But he doesn't really speak English, so I'm thinking I might have you call the guy from the hot water.
I would have told him,
company.
listen, put the cold water in the hot, and the hot and the cold really confusing.
And we're good to go. And Faith's just having a good time.
Yes, she is.
Now, before we get started in today's discussion, watch
God help
Faith
us all.
Washington tonight on
Yes.
the WNN network,
It's going to be fun.
7:30 to 8.
Michael Daskell of Daskell Bolton. It is a CPA financial advisory firm, and he is just brilliant. And he's got an amazing team of people. They work with.
He's where, out of Texas?
No.
Oh, he's
Michael's
here?
right here.
Oh,
in
he's going to be in
Boca.
studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
Boca.
they have offices in Boca, Fort Lauderdale, and Jupiter.
They have a couple, one Boca, one on Hillsborough.
Yeah. And
Very local.
just like I said, he's just a really brilliant leader, Can't see. and it's going to be an amazing show. He's going to give us a lot of information on, what entrepreneurs need to know about their finances, how they can allow their money to work for them.
So he's a financial planner.
No.
He's an
Ju-
accountant.
Oh, he's an accountant?
It's the #1 accounting firm in Palm Beach, and it's
Okay.
one of the top 5 in all of South
He does
Florida.
taxes and stuff?
Does taxes.
Taxes.
So they, in other words,
I'm
yeah.
surprised he's like out.
Yeah.
Oh,
And let me-
I
let me-
know. Listen, I'm blessed that he's going to be on the show.
But let me
He
tell you
agreed to it.
how important it is that you speak to your tax professionals, because the tax is going to change.
Yeah, I'm not very
Next
happy about
year.
that.
And the way you want to do this is you want to make sure you have a game plan going into next year. Don't wait till next year and
We're
all
in
of a sudden.
next year, it's 2018.
Yeah, I know
right?
that,
We're
but
in
you're,
it.
you're going to file your taxes for last year.
Right.
And you have to have a game plan for next year, because there's a lot of changes.
Protect.
And you need to protect your assets.
to
You got to
protect
go
your
about your
assets.
business correctly. So it's
And
going to be a
this-
good show.
Yeah, this is going to be a really big show, and it's so incredibly important. And I just can't stress to you enough, if you are an entrepreneur, you have your own business, whatever the case may be, even very high net worth individuals,
That leaves me
please tune in to hear what Michael Daskell has to say from Daskell Bolton, because it will be a show to open your eyes. So I'm really excited.
What
Can
you
I
pointing
see
at?
that?
I'm really excited about
Let
the
me see
wine.
that book.
Wine
Her
and
book.
book.
Her
What are you
book.
pointing
Her
at?
book.
Oh, your
Where's
book.
the wish one?
Oh, my book. Oh, my goodness.
It's in the
yeah.
bag. You want it?
Business Leader Success.
I never
am
knew
an
you wrote a book.
Amazon #1 bestseller.
I never
baby.
knew you wrote a book.
Amazon #1 bestseller.
Why are
Yes,
you
you
bringing
do,
out the
because-
Harry
because she
thing?
asked
Yeah,
for
baby.
it.
That's the Harry one.
It's about leadership.
asked for the
That
wish
was when I was
one.
in corporate.
The first time Faith was on our show back at BZT was with
You
this
expect
book.
me to remember that?
Yeah.
That's a year, a little over a
Can
year.
I see
a year.
that?
Yeah.
How
A
come you
year.
never gave me an autographed copy of your book?
I will be happy to give you an autograph copy.
Because I can see the pages, but I don't see to
In the
my
front.
best friend Freddy on
I'm
here.
in the front. No, I haven't written anything.
I know you're in the front. I'm looking for my name. You didn't even address it or nothing to me.
She's going to sign it to my best friend Freddy. Her
I
show,
will.
Faith Washington Show, is tonight from 7:30 till 8 p.m. on the Faith Washington Show on Facebook. You can also find it on 95.3 FM and 1470 AM. And then maybe you'll come join our party, because we're going to be here.
It's amazing, but every time I meet Faith, I learn something new. And today, and I've known her for over a year, and I didn't even know she had a book out. I knew you had a book, I just never had my hands on it. Because Dawn gets all the books, and she never brings them back.
Oh,
And she says she reads them. I think she sells them. I don't know what she
let's hope not.
I got a lot of reading
It's
to
a
do.
side business,
We've
yeah.
been doing this business for 2.5 or 2 years, and you've gotten every book on set, and you've never brought one back.
But let me explain something to you. It's why I
Explain
need
something to
Dawn
me.
Goldstein's help. Because I read and then I sort of zone out. There's not a whole lot of comprehension. I flip the pages and then I fall asleep. So I really, and Dawn DeMarco.
For 2
Yeah,
years?
I'm with you, girlfriend.
Well, I keep trying to get back into the books, and you know what? I fall asleep because I
She's
read.
reads the
and I
same
go
book
to
for
sleep.
2 years. Who
I
the
try
hell
and
reads the
skim
same book
it.
for 2 years?
I need some of Dawn's ideas from.
Well, give it to
Friendly
me. I'll
Reading.
read it for you.
You're gonna give me the.
Yeah, I'll
Kindle
read it, and
version?
I'll tell you. I'll give you the
Just give
condensed
her
version.
bullet points, so you
I say it was a good. I say it's a good book.
I used to say when I sold my college books that they were worth more because I highlighted the correct thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like I wanted a way I could like sell them back for a little more money because that person didn't have to read the whole thing. They could just skim my part.
It's a beautiful
and read
thing.
my notes. Yeah.
You know, when I went to NYU, I didn't know you could sell your books. I never knew that.
You
So
weren't
my
poor in
senior,
college, apparently.
in my senior year, they said, you know, you can bring your books and sell them. So I had 3 years worth of books.
Yeah.
It paid for
That's a
all of
lot
my
of
books
money.
my senior
You
year.
got it back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to keep mine.
I
They were all
kept some of
chemistry.
them because
Mine
they're
were all
my
chemistry,
field, and
so.
I thought they'd be useful.
Yeah, and
There
have
were
you ever
some,
opened it again?
Like the bio book, the chemo book. What am I going to do with that?
You know, Dawn went to University of Miami. Go Canes. So all I can say, another Dawn G from University of Miami. You know how it goes.
The U, baby.
The U. We had the same major.
You guys are probably in the same class.
I'm a lot older than Dawn
Oh, you
is,
took it a
though.
couple of
a little
times.
bit older.
You know what she says? Reading and writing go together like peanut butter and jelly.
That's
I
right.
like that.
And peas and carrots.
And peas and carrots.
I
I was
can't-
watching your
Peanut
video.
butter. Peanut
And she
butter
makes it
jelly.
look like it's so much fun. And then I
Thank
looked at the
you.
first story and I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I'm not in high school because the
Yeah.
thought of reading what we got to read and highlighting and annotating.
Yeah, but nowadays it's a lot easier. They have things, they put the book in their car and the book is reading to you.
But when they take the test to get into college or the test to get out of high school, they have to read it themselves. And what they have to do
Ah,
these days
that's
is
true.
far more difficult than any of us had to do.
So
Really?
tell
kind
us
of
about what you
writing
do.
that they
Tell us about freely reading.
Freely Reading is basically a website where I teach teenagers how to read with confidence. So that feeling where you can get to the bottom of the page, you wasted all your time and you know you didn't understand, that's frustrating and that often leads to poor grades and poor attitude. And so I kind of fix the roadblocks, why you're not comprehending, and I teach specific strategies that enable you to fix whatever it is. It's like driving a car, you know, it just takes practice. And some people are really good drivers and you want to be on the road with them, and then some people you wish you weren't on the road with them. And I kind of specialize in the kids that, you know, maybe don't excel at school or they want to go to college but they really aren't on the right track yet. So, you know, it's mindset. 80% is mindset, and getting them to believe in themselves and getting them to realize they can understand any text, because I break it down easy, and I'm kind of corny and weird, so I dance and sing.
You dance? Wait, really?
She dances.
Yeah, I was
she
a
talks.
cheerleader at
Puts
UM
it under.
too.
You were a cheerleader
Oh, you
there
went to
too.
the
I
U.
was.
So I heard
Were
you're
you
going
a
to give us,
sensation?
No, I wasn't. I was a cheerleader. Like,
Wow.
I heard you're going to give us a sample of a cheer today.
In the next segment, yes.
I
Really?
can still do them all.
Can you?
Yeah, of course.
Well, we got like a runway over here.
Quite impressive, isn't it?
Just give us some more wine and she'll.
I don't need any wine. I'm perfectly fine. I'm very flexible still. That's my one claim to fame.
Well, I'm not disputing it. I like to see the
Hold up a
reaction.
wine bottle for me. I don't need wine to be flexible.
No, I'm pretty sure. So we're gonna set up the runway.
Make sure
We'll set up the runway over here. You give us a University of Miami cheer. Cool?
Yes. Can we do a cartwheel and everything?
I can definitely
she
do
can
a
go right
cartwheel
in that
into a split
direction.
if you
Can
want.
you
Oh my
really?
gosh.
That's
You
impressive.
can still do a
girl.
split too?
A cartwheel into a
Let's do
split.
it.
Really?
Yes.
You can do a split too?
Dawn, can you
Show
do that?
off. Heck no.
Yeah, I
I
can't
can
either.
still do
Dawn says, "Who the hell wants to
I
do
can
that?"
barely
No,
ride a
just
bike,
give me the
let alone a
drink, I'm
cartwheel in a
good.
split.
I'm dressed for it, but I can
You got
sure
pants
try.
on?
I
And then
do,
you
but,
dress.
No, they're tight pants, not cheerleading.
Well, then maybe you do a half a split.
You're gonna rip. No. Let's not do it.
If not,
But I
then
make it fun. I don't think that anything that you do in life should be drudgery and boring
Agreed.
and chore.
Agreed.
And there's no reason that learning can't be fun. And I think as a public school teacher, we've kind of taken the fun out of learning, and I put it back in there.
And Dawn's a virtual online teacher
Yes,
with
I've-
Florida Virtual School.
Very cool.
Broward
I'm
Virtual
watching
Schools,
Faith's
like,
head go, oh, wait, I think I've got someone that you can help.
Yes, it's
Oh.
called my daughter.
I specialize in teenagers. I
You-
have a teenager myself
well.
at my home who actually.
well, a lot of people the last time you were here, they were asking us about you doing it virtually. So you could do it anywhere in the country. You can help people and
I have students in California,
Yeah.
and my scheduler, I don't do the math. It just, when they sign up, they does the translation of the time change for us, and we meet online. And the first time, they're always kind of trepidatious, if I will.
Trepidatious, you like that
You
word?
know, they're a
Great
little
word.
scary.
I don't even know what the
They're a
hell that
little
means. Yeah, I know.
scared. They're a little nervous. But then they see that I'm just a person who gets where they are and where they're coming from, and I know exactly where they need to go and how to get them there. and we do it really, really fast, and it's a transformation. And
You
I've
help
been
with
doing it-
SATs prep also?
Yes, if you need a higher SAT score. You know, the online tutoring that I see is very artificial. So it's go in and skill and drill, and repetition is beautiful. But if you didn't get it in the first time correctly, repetition is kind of like robotic. So when you go in to read these lengthy texts that are super difficult, and then you have to explain yourself, you have to really have a solid skill, just like a good driver.
Doesn't Dawn make it look like it's so much fun? Look, she's smiling, she's sweet.
I do. I love.
She looks
I
like
love it.
She's got that like sexy cheerleader teacher look, but yet,
Yeah, right?
you know, when you get in the work with her, you know it's going to be really hard, but you're like, oh look, but she's so nice.
Now, do you read normal stuff for yourself? I mean, you do this all day long. Do you ever sit down and read a good book?
She's got 3 kids, a few horses, and a partridge in a pear tree. When is she
I
going to
do.
do that?
And
My
midnight-
goal in life is
midnight.
to be freely reading, and because reading can take you anywhere you want to go. As a child, we didn't travel a lot. We couldn't afford to go places, and so I read, and I got to go places in the stories I read.
So do you read now?
Yes,
You do.
absolutely.
Do you write books? Have you written books?
I am writing a book this year, and I've been chosen. I've got a few ideas for topics, but I haven't really targeted in which one's going to be more.
And what's the
useful.
book about?
Well, the first book is Understanding How to Read. So that's a free guide that you can get on Freely Reading. It's called Love Words.
That's what you're doing right now?
That's already written.
Okay.
That's for
What are you
parents.
writing now then?
Wow, there's so many topics I could talk about.
Are you going to write something about yourself is what I'm trying to
Yeah,
get at.
I mean, I think I'm kind of young to be doing an autobiographical kind
Why?
of thing.
What do you mean
I
you're
don't
tired? You're kind of young.
Tell
Christ
me
was
about the
33 when he died. Even they've written
How old?
books. 33.
He was
That's-
32. He wasn't 32.
Thir-
He was
33.
36. I was 42. I was older.
Yeah, but you can write a book at any time.
I know. I don't know why I feel. I get that. But does anyone want to? Who needs to hear my
Oh,
story?
we're back to
That's-
that again.
that's
We're
where
back to
There,
that.
even if it's just one person that you help,
Yes.
that person needs to hear your story.
Well, my story's really deep and really complicated, and my children are involved. So I have to get to a place in my life where they
Are okay
feel
with
free for me to share.
it. Right.
Because I know once that happens that I'm going to be a powerful force in that world. But right now I'm kind of just learning. I'm a student of it right now, so I'm just growing and into that, to have 3 girls who are in mourning. And actually tomorrow's the 6th-year anniversary of his passing.
Mm.
And it was sudden, and I knew immediately something was wrong. So, when you have a partner, you communicate about your children on the regular. And so the second he didn't answer me back, I knew something was wrong.
Right. It's funny. In all my days of reading books, through high school and everything else, even through college, the one book that sticks in my mind is Catcher in the
Oh,
Rye.
my favorite.
I read this
Golden
book,
Caulfield.
and I could tell you, I read it in Puerto Rico, right? And my father had an old house that we lived in the back, and I started reading this book, and I couldn't put this book down. I started on Saturday, finished it Sunday morning, because I couldn't stop reading Catcher in the Rye. And I don't know why. It was easy read. It was a great story. It was deep. Catcher in the Rye is really deep if you really get into it. Sometimes when you have a book written that's that deep, it will affect the rest of your
Yes.
life. And this is why I ask you, you have to bring this book
Oh,
forward
my book. Oh, you're
to
so
tou- to
sweet.
touch
I
lives.
didn't know you were going where you were going with that.
So you got to stay 3 steps ahead of this one. She's quick.
I'm always present. I don't future trip too much, and I definitely try not to focus on anything in the past. So I'm just right here listening to you, and I'm like, oh, he's talking to me.
And when you publish this book, I want you to come here, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to touch lives with this thing. But it's really important that you do that, because the world awaits. And you know something? The world can use a little help right now.
I agree.
It ain't too kosher out there the way things are going right now.
I
So
feel lazy not trying to shine a little more. I feel like if people feel good being around me, and my students feel good when they leave my class or when they hang up the phone with me, then I just help more, reach more, and grow myself more so that I know how to reach more. In the beginning, I just was reaching the kids in my class, and then I realized that I could help other people online that weren't in my class. And then that kind of moved me forward. It's 10 years now I've already been doing it.
The whole online experience is really amazing because you
Yes.
don't have to travel. So moms and dads, when you're working and your kid needs tutoring, You don't have to pick them up. You don't have to leave work. You don't have to hire an Uber or a sitter or a driver. They go online.
It's on the phone. They can go from their phone.
They go right into a session with you, and you know they're getting good guidance, and you don't have to go anywhere. It's a beautiful thing.
It's also the quality of what you're getting. You can get anything online nowadays.
Who's the little yellow guy in your video?
That's Sid.
Yeah,
He's
who's
a little
Sid?
Smiling Buddha.
Okay.
So he's from my yoga teacher sells them. And you can choose your own color, and each color is like, you know, it's the chakras.
Oh, okay. I saw a little yellow Sid.
Yellow is joy. And
She goes,
that's
"Hi, it's
my-
Dawn, and this is Sid." And I'm thinking, who's Sid?
Sid's in a lot of videos, and there's my cats are in my videos. My dogs are like, I'm at home making these videos for my students in a home office. So if a cat happens to walk across the screen while I'm teaching, it happens all the time.
It's like sitting here at our kitchen table. We'll take a quick commercial break, Rashad. We'll come back. We're going to talk to Dawn.
Wait, you
whose
gotta
beautiful wand I get every day.
You got to let Rashad line it
Rashad,
up.
you let me know when you're ready to line those commercials up. Dawn created this wand for me. Isn't that beautiful? What's wrong?
You make me laugh.
Why?
It doesn't matter. You got it?
It is what I am meant to do. We're going to take a quick break, and we will be right back.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye. What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it. Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
In a perfectly imperfect world, you can eat the foods you love, lose weight, and be healthy. But what if I told you can do just that? In fact, your diet should be perfectly imperfect by eating the foods you love and still achieving your health and wellness goals. I take the guesswork out of nutrition by giving you my simple and effective strategies so that you can live the healthy and happy life you will love using real food to get real results. Schedule your nutrition consultation today at 888-84-TAMMY or visit my website, tammyfogarty.com. Don't delay, get healthy today. 888-84-TAMMY.
And we're back at the Brooklyn Cafe TV. Those are Vitalizer app. John Wellman, you'll be so proud of us because everything we're drinking today has been vitalized. From
Have you seen the flower?
To our water, but not the Prosecco because we do not vitalize bubbles.
Yes, it'll make
Don't
it
think
flat.
that's funny. It'll make it flat. The flowers
don't
are
want
still
that.
doing great, right?
This is unbelievable. It's like screaming out of this vase.
Vitalizerapp.com. Faith,
Yes.
tell us about Vitalizer.
Oh, the Vitalizer app. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's absolutely wonderful. It's the frequency and sound that comes from the app, and you put it over liquid. You can do it on your body for the chi. You can do it over your food, and you always do it in a counterclockwise fashion. And what that actually does is it realigns the molecules of whatever it is that you vitalize. So if you do your body, it lines everything up. If you do wine or coffee or tea or water, it realigns the molecules so they're in a regular pattern. Otherwise, they're random because your water is basically dead. So when you rearrange and align the molecules, then what happens is the body's more likely and able to absorb, whether it's from your stomach, your intestines, what have you, then the nutritional intake that you're bringing in okay, your food, or like I said, the liquid is going to be absorbed. Your body gets better nutritional intake. So that means you've probably noticed you want to eat less food.
Oh, I like that.
Okay.
I haven't had that problem yet.
So you eat less food, you aren't craving things that are not good for you because the simple fact that your body is more balanced. It balances the body, it balances everything. And the Vitalizer app is probably one of the most phenomenal things that I've ever experienced. People are always saying, oh, well, you can't do frequency and resonance through a phone. Bull. Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Are you talking?
It absolutely works.
Get closer to my mic.
Oh, I see her mouthing into the mic, and I'm thinking, and who is she talking to?
And I'm not looking to see if I'm on or not. Whatever he tells me to do, I'm going to listen.
So anyway, the Vitalizer app on your phone does work. Whether you have an iPhone, a Droid, whatever the case may be, it works beautifully. So please go online, look on the Play Store, your iPhone app that you can go and order something.
One?
Yes, it's the first one. It's called the Vitalizer app, and it is just a great way for you to increase your nutritional intake, increase your liquid intake, and the effect that it has on your body. And it basically takes out anything that's negative. When your water is dead from being in a plastic bottle, pour it in a glass, vitalize it for as long as the app runs, and then drink it. And trust me, you'll notice because your kidneys are going to process the liquid more quickly.
You like that?
Definitely more
Coffee,
quickly.
tea, chi, or
Everything.
tea.
Yep.
I gotta tell you, the test, the real test, we've done the test here. So, and again, if you don't understand how it works, it's okay. It does work. I don't understand how it works either, but it does work. We've done it with lemons.
Yes, lemons,
And
flowers.
we had a lemon, we cut it
wine.
in half, and we vitalized one, right? And you taste, which one you taste first?
The vitalized one.
The vitalized one. It tastes like sugar. Lemon tastes like sugar, yeah.
Yes.
And then you
I gotta
don't,
get that.
and then you take the other one that's not vitalized, and it tastes like a lemon, very bitter. But we've done this on the show. We've done the strength test. We have people that could lift more weights
Yes.
on the body.
Oh, it makes you stronger, more flexible. People don't believe it until you actually
So you do it.
and then you and then you experience it.
You know, speaking of superpowers, you know who Dawn's superpower hero is?
No.
Tell him.
Underdog.
There you go.
There you go.
Dawn
You go,
DeMarco,
girlie.
who is your
Save the
superhero?
Who's my? I
Like,
don't
if you
have
were a superhero, who would you be?
The snorter.
Yeah, you would have to call me the snorter. Yeah,
gonna smack
absolutely, because I snort way too much. I have to tell you.
laugh.
You know, the other night I was at a dinner, and this woman that was sitting at my table, she was doing this the whole time when I would laugh, and she looks at me and she goes, "You shriek."
Oh.
In all the years
Did you
that
think
I
said you
have
shriek?
lived,
Did you say thank you?
I
Interesting
shrugged.
point of view. That's what I said.
But I
Not
was
what
like,
someone said.
so taken aback that she
Why?
said that.
It's rude.
It's not. I would have gotten Shriek from the movie, and I would have held it up and
That's
says,
Shrek.
"Do I?"
Like Elaine's
It doesn't
dancing.
matter.
No, and I
Like
love
that.
I
Let
love
me
my
say
laugh,
that.
and I
Go,
love when
baby.
I snort. And 99.9% of the time, people love my laugh. But I've never had someone say, "You shriek," and the whole time she was doing this. Well, I
It's
was
all
laughing
good.
a lot. So yeah,
It's all good. Wait,
yeah.
I was reading an
Isn't it-
article
isn't
about
it-
rudeness the other day.
but isn't it funny that people put something down when they're not happy?
Right.
Yeah.
I would.
I just thought it was
If you don't
so
have anything
funny.
nice to say,
Don't
you
say
check
it.
your happiness.
right.
I would have
It's
said
just
something
judgment.
stupid right back.
It's just judgment.
You ugly.
No, I
Jealousy
just
of judgment.
I would have.
yeah.
I
didn't
know,
say
but
a
I'm
thing.
like that.
My girlfriend said.
Dawn, what's happening with your jewelry?
Well, I did an event the other day for the Dreyfus Art School. Oh my God, they are amazing, those kids. They did a performance. Anyway, I brought my jewelry, and I think I brought like 21 pieces, and I brought back 3 pieces. So I raised probably close to $800 to $1,000 for them, just for that day.
That's
And you do
amazing.
this to raise money for charities,
Charity,
right?
yes. That my whole purpose for my business is to give back.
I've
as
never
you guys
met
know.
anybody in my life that does that.
Yeah, and I'm up
It's called
to
contribution.
I'm up to $105,900. So
So
I'm close to
she's
106.
she's had $106,000 that she's raised, and she doesn't keep any of it.
Nice job,
I
girl.
love you.
I know.
Me too. Such a dawn.
It's such a dawn. Do you like
Wait,
that? The dawns
it's a
love
dawn
each
day.
other. It's a
gave
dawn
away
day.
all
It's
of
a
my
dawn
stuff
day.
For free for 9 years. I just monetized last year because, in my eyes, the people who need me can't afford me.
True.
And then someone said, but there are people who need you who can't afford you. And
Yes.
I went, oh.
You never knew you had. You never knew you had net worth.
Aha moment.
That's the hardest thing to do is
know you had
to
net
sell your
worth.
services.
It really is.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But Faith helps teach me it's not hard to do. You just do.
I
you just
love it.
ask, and they
Yes.
do.
It's a service.
It's because her
not
name's
sell.
not Dawn. Because her name is
Exactly.
Faith. It's a whole. She goes. She walks in faith, and she goes. You just ask because you have to value who you are and what you do because other people value it. Why are you giving it away?
Right, and it's about enrollment. When I talk to people about my services, and Faithy's not cheap. It's expensive to have coaching. However, the beauty of it is it's an enrollment. You're enrolling in yourself. You're actually believing in you enough to say, you know something? I need a little boost. My business needs a boost. My personal life needs a boost. And the two of those are always together. If one isn't doing well, the other isn't doing well. If one is doing well, the other's doing well. But if you can make them congruent and enroll someone in themselves, then the result is amazing.
Well, here's the
And I
thing,
have two
right?
coaches.
It's International
I had
Women's
3
Day.
at one time. When I first
Did
started.
you pay your coaches?
Yes.
Right? You
Oh,
paid your
are
coaches.
you kidding? Yes.
We
I
pay to
paid
go out
them.
for dinner, right? We pay for groceries,
Yep.
we pay for shoes, we pay for everything. But when it comes time to offer our services as Dawn,
A service.
we go, but no, it's okay, but please let me give you $200 for a pair of shoes. Like, why do we do that? As women, we should be empowered to say, you know what, this is our
International Women's Day.
value
Preach it, sister.
and our worth, and we all have something to say. And I always tell you my legacy to this show is people should always find their voice and know they have a voice and a platform, whether it's International Women's Day today or any other day. And I say women because I think it's mostly women that hide and say, I have nothing to say.
No, guys are
we
the
do.
same way. Guys are the same way. I always say I invest in your business more than you believe because you won't pay
You
for
do,
you.
but you're a unique man. You're an anomaly. I tell you that all the time.
I'm not a unique guy. People are the unique. People got to catch up to the reality of what's going on. And look at what's happening in our society right now. People got to catch up and get hip to the game.
Do you know they're trying to get rid of daylight saving time?
Yeah, I heard about
Florida?
that. I heard about that.
So what happens?
You had
Stays
just regular
lighter
stay.
longer.
Well, but think of the rest of the United States.
Well, maybe
Like,
they'll
wait,
catch
I'm
up
in
to
daylight
us.
saving
We
time
have
and
to
you're
start
not.
somewhere, right?
Totally. But I don't know if it's ever going to pass.
Well, the bottom line here is that if you have a business, and I love it when people say word of mouth is free. Of course, word of mouth is free. And if you want to wait 5-6 years to catch up, then go ahead and do that. But we have a service. You should get paid for your service. You're a coach. You do what you do. You do what you do. And you do what you do. Everybody should get paid for what they do. You know, I mean, if you don't pay, it's Con Edison in New York. Down here, what is it, FPL?
FPL?
You're not going to have no lights. You can live in the dark. You can choose to live in the dark. You can choose not to advertise your company.
Metaphorically or totally
Yeah,
physically. You can
exactly.
live in the dark
Exactly.
spiritually.
Choose to
You just
live
live
in
in
the
the dark reality-wise.
Now, the funny thing is that suppose you end up going on 60 Minutes or you end up going on a movie screen, they make a movie about you, Faith, and then all of a sudden your phone starts to ring. This is what Mr. T used to say. You know, remember Mr. T?
Yeah.
I pity the fool, but he used to say, it's funny, everybody wants to take me out to dinner now because I'm on the screen.
Right.
But,
right.
and that's why he wore the combat boots, because he didn't want to forget where he came from. He says, but nobody bought me a hamburger when I was starving. Nobody came and paid me
Isn't
to
that the
coach
truth?
them.
I mean, I can
What-
wear my flip-flops.
Yes.
The Oscars, they got a goodie bag that was valued at like $100,000.
$150,000.
I'm like, really?
That's
Why?
that's the smallest amount in the last 3 years.
That's crazy.
That's crazy, right?
Right.
But-
I mean, they're
Transformed
so
so
spoiled. I'm
many
sorry, they're
lives
so
with that.
spoiled.
But do you know what $400 million in a movie is like? And when you have 100 movies and they all produce monies and these guys get a piece of everything?
Yeah, but do you know what illiteracy is like in the United States?
Yeah.
You can take
It affects the
$400 million. You can take $100,000 from one of those gift bags to the Oscars, and I
Right.
know it's very kind of everyone to donate their goods, and I know all the stars need it. However, think of how much good that could do for a student, whether it be
Right.
for food, whether it be for healthcare, whether it be for reading services, and not for perfumes and beauty objects, but truly to combat illiteracy, abuse, living
Agreed.
alone.
Agreed.
You go
About
to
it.
Pennsylvania right now, in Pittsburgh, and there are families living in cars. Because I've been there.
America.
In America. And I've been there. And I'm going to tell you something. I scream my head off. Why are we letting this happen? Why?
Because we've, we paid for it.
Because you know what? But you know what? You got to pencil.
We paid for it.
You got to pencil. And I'm going to tell you something. I scream my head off. Why are we letting this happen? Why?
Because we've devalue the important things in life and we overvalue
Silly.
sports.
Right.
Not that it's bad. Sports figures are fabulous, but why is paying your sports star more important than paying your reading
teachers.
teacher?
Because
And now we want to arm our
The
teachers
reason
in
I
Florida.
have a business is because I can't live off my teaching salary. I wouldn't be homeless, but I wouldn't live in a 5-bedroom house. I wouldn't have a car that's nice. I wouldn't have anything.
Because our society devalues the important things, or undervalues, I shouldn't say undervalues, and then we put this valuation on sports and football, and yes, Dwayne Wade did an amazing thing and he went to the schools, but you know what? What about all the teachers that are at
yeah,
these
but you
schools
have
every
arenas
day?
that hold 100,000 people in California.
Yes.
And you can sell those tickets for X amount of dollars. And then there's hot dogs and hamburgers and parking and every other piece
Oh,
of crap
God,
you sell
so
in there.
expensive.
The problem is that you're gathering a lot of people. It is smart business. We run our country on business,
Yeah,
not
sure.
on emotional feel. So if you want to take your $100
Except me, I
million,
run my business on emotional feel.
well, that's the difference.
Future is female.
Well, listen.
So that was women
the
empowerment,
future,
right?
No, the future is all of us together.
The future is
It isn't about
humanitarian.
male or female. It is about
All of us.
all of us
Right.
bonding
I think
together.
men could have a little more feminine traits.
I think you're right. I think that give me a smart guy and a smart girl to run the country.
Yes.
I don't care if it's man, woman, child, or anything in between. Give me somebody with a little bit more intelligence. I mean, if you see people in this country starving, it doesn't take a brainiac. It's like the gentleman whose daughter was killed, and he's still up in Tallahassee until they pass this bill and the governor signs it. He says, you don't sign it, you're going to see me every day standing outside your
orange
door.
ribbon.
Because this is not going to bring my daughter back.
No.
But if you don't sign it, she's going to have a lot of company. So something's got to be done. Sometimes something is better than nothing. The bill they want to pass, is it going to resolve the issue? I don't think so. But I think it's a step in the right direction
Absolutely.
psychologically. Do
It's
I want to?
awareness.
Well, you want to give teacher guns? Nobody wants to give a teacher a gun. They
They don't want
Do you know how
guns.
many times I've wanted to strangle a child?
But hold on a second. but
I'm just being honest.
But-
I mean, I never have, and I wouldn't say it out loud, and I pray they wouldn't know they're the target of my strangle.
But-
But like in my brain, I'm like, I think to the teacher who is, I've already seen a situation at a high school.
there
where
was a teacher
they
in the.
said, oh, you should be lucky I don't have my gun.
There's a teacher that shot up his classroom when this whole thing went down a couple of days later up in Ohio to make a point. Now he's going to jail because he's an idiot. You know, you can't give a gun to an idiot because he's going to use it and he's stupid. But the problem is, you want to sell guns, sell them. Stupid people have rights. Okay, they have the right to have a gun. That's what you got to question.
We're
Well,
not
Freddie, I
questioning
have a
this.
question.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing is, even if they start to arm the teachers, what are they really expecting? Are they expecting the teacher to be like, I hear gunshots, all right, it's time for me to hop
Well, they're
in
saying that the
action," you
teachers
know,
have to have
stop the
another,
gun.
whether they're coaches or security guards, just not your everyday reading, math, art
No.
teacher.
There were,
Specialty.
there were
Because it's your
armed
average
officers
teacher.
who didn't enter the building.
Right.
So the good guy with the gun
And what about the two?
argument's kind of weak.
What
don't
about
you
the
think?
two detectives that were now they're
That's what I'm
they're
talking
off?
There were so many
They were
failures
suspended.
on so many levels. Even if the FBI did their job, these children would not be dead.
Wait a minute, wait a
I'm an
minute.
ASC
These-
teacher,
these-
and I have a radar for children that need help. I know who they are, and I know how to calm them down. And
That's
the way,
because of who you are.
well, but the way that we are teaching teachers to teach these days is shut up, sit down, be quiet. I need to get you here because you have to pass this test. And if you don't pass this test, it's linked into my salary, and then I can get a bonus. I say screw the bonuses. I don't care about any of it. I get the score that I need to get to keep my job, but I'm not going to jump through hoops that are artificial and that are based on somebody else's model of what a good teacher is.
Well, the problem we have is the system isn't working. And you got two
broken.
detectives.
It's broken.
Two detectives that went in to the disaster, and they've been suspended because of liability insurance.
I think we're just valuing the wrong priorities in
Right.
our country.
But how do you
It is.
suspend?
Family, it's at the core
But
of
hold
the
on.
family.
But how do you suspend?
Nobody wants to talk about lack of family. It's
Agreed.
the
He had just
parenting.
lost both
Oh my
parents.
God.
But how do you suspend two cops that went in?
Not that I'm defending the monster, but
Two cops that went in that went in to do what they are trained to do, and they get suspended because of liability issues. They put the police department at. I mean,
They didn't
the system.
enter the building. They
No, there are
stood
two
outside.
cops that did.
No, the Coral Springs police
Two
did
two
go
police
in.
officers
Yeah,
were
I'm friends with
off duty, and they got suspended.
Oh no, the guy I know, it was in uniform when he went in.
Well, there's a cop that went in there who was off duty, and he said
tried
it.
to help.
He tried to help. They're suspending him
That's
because you're not allowed to go
Right?
in.
Oh my
You're not
God.
allowed to go in off duty
That's
because
what
of
I'm
insurance.
talking about, the female energy. Like, why would you not reward that?
The bottom line is this. Male and female begins to complicate the conversation. Let me
The
tell you
bottom line is
something.
this: it's humanitarian, it's family, it's being
Right.
humane and kind and treating each other with respect. Doesn't matter whether you're male, woman, transgender, X, question mark. Doesn't matter what
That's
you are.
right. It complicates the conversation, and that's what they want. They want to complicate the conversation so that nothing gets done.
Yes.
So,
do you guys understand what's really happening here? Do you understand with every single person who's hearing all these conversations that we're having about this situation is spreading the news, and the people that will be on the jury to bring this to justice for this boy child who shot these people up? Do you understand that they will throw this trial out because it's not going to be a fair trial? Do you get
I think that's the
that
same talk of what
it's
we're talking about.
exactly.
Hey, but
it's
the
about it being
If
skewed.
they could find someone
It's
for
about
OJ,
being-
they'll find someone
Well,
for
they-
It's about being skewed. It's about keep stuff. Instead of keeping things just completely by the book, you need to look at the situation that occurred. If somebody went in to help, you know what? Don't penalize them.
Right.
Give them the benefit of the doubt. If somebody didn't
No,
go in
it's
to
all
help,
policy over
find,
people.
right?
That's what's wrong
find
with America.
exactly. Find
right.
out what really occurred.
the problem is there is so much.
Policy over people. Do you
This,
hear that?
yes,
Got away with words.
there's so much money on the table. What you're talking about is so much money. Some of these guys, like Rubio, got kicked in the teeth by the parents at that, and he had to take it, and he took it. He took it right
handled it
between.
very well, though.
He did, because you know what? He's an idiot. Sorry to tell you, I loved you, but you're an idiot. And the bottom line here is you got to give up the money on the table. You got to give up that money to do the right thing. That's why we have kids living in cars. That's why families in the United States
But
live
that's
in cars.
the issue, is that people don't understand right from wrong anymore.
Like dodging a
There's
train.
no clarity.
Right.
Like
Because
dodging a
if
train.
You're going to dodge the tri-rail. You're not going to make
You're
it.
not going to make it.
Exactly.
And
If
that's a
you-
loser's game. Don't do it, people.
Here's the gig, folks. If you take God out of the school, you take God
Amen,
out
sister.
of the government.
Absolutely.
Guess what you're going to
I'm
get?
glad we don't talk
You're
about
going-
religion or politics on
you're
this
going,
show.
Oh, wait, and we don't, right?
I so
This is
agree.
what you're going to get.
Yep.
This is the receiving mode of taking
Well,
God out
Well,
of,
it's
of our places.
I'm not even going to get
As
that
we
complicated.
call it, it's faith.
No,
it's
but
just
it's
having
true.
faith
I'm
in
with
goodness
you.
and
I'm
kindness.
so with you.
I think Dawn hit it best when she said one simple word: respect.
Agreed.
And that has
Nobody
been,
has
No, we don't
respect.
need
it's a lost art.
Nobody has respect anymore for
said it.
anything.
You
They
said
just
it.
don't have
You said
respect
it.
for human life.
That's true.
They don't have respect for their teachers.
No. That's
They
true.
don't have respect for themselves.
They don't have respect for their parents.
community.
Right.
They don't have respect
Wait,
for
and
anything.
that's called instant gratification.
Right.
It's in my hand. It's on a video. It's on a game. I'm killing people. You know what? If you took the guns out of Hollywood today,
Thank you.
do me a favor. Tell me how fast those movies would sell. How many would you sell? Do you think you'd make the millions? Take the guns out of Hollywood. Really?
Well, I say that even about the games. I mean, Dan, you've got two young boys. Do they do online gaming?
Yep.
and they play,
Right?
and they play people
and
they
they
don't
play
even
people-
know.
Sensitizing as well.
Yes.
That's exactly it.
Absolutely.
It's desensitizing what's going
They're
on.
having a forum today at the White House about that, and they're having people from the industry. You know how the president does the open forum, and you can watch it. He's having them there.
Well, you know, but
'Cause he's-
the problem with all of these changes is that you're changing things, and they're saying you're doing it because something happened. You're not doing it because before it happened, everybody was okay with it.
But think how
But
long
no,
I've
it's
talked
been
about
going on
video
for
games.
20
And it
years,
does, it
though.
desensitizes
It's been going on longer
them
than
because
that.
you kill people, it's game over. You know what? You turn the game on and
You
they
start
pop
again.
right back up.
Right.
But
There's
they,
no
Son said to me after the
consequences.
school shooting,
What?
He said, "Daddy, why can't God just respawn those kids?
That's
Why
right.
can't he respawn those kids? Because they don't understand. Right? The kids don't understand the respawn them. So that all these 17 angels come back to life. I've got chills.
See,
Because they don't
that, but I'm
understand.
not familiar with
But the problem we're
My
having.
kids think you can rewind all television. Or
Well,
pause
my
all.
son used to carry his television with him, thinking that his cartoons were in that particular box. I mean, it was really strange. But the bottom line is the system doesn't work, and we have to change the
But we're
system.
focusing on the wrong thing.
That's what I was going to get to. Let's
I've
stop
been
talking
pushing out
about
high
certain
school kids
things.
for 2 decades that are not prepared for the real world, and I know I'm doing it. That's
I went
why
to-
I created the website.
I went to NYU with some of those kids that weren't ready for the real world.
Well, Dawn
and they
created this
graduated.
program for all of Broward County to use. This amazing online program.
Well,
This isn't just your program.
Well, this
I mean, you
class
created it.
is an old. The original version was a Broward County public school
That
program
you created.
I created, that we delivered across all Title I schools in Broward County. We got the highest passing rate in the state for anyone who took my course.
So everyone who's watching is thinking, oh, it's great, Dawn created a program. Dawn created a program that was used by all of Broward County's Title I schools, and they used it. And then, of course, they started teaching to the test, and things changed, and now you use your own program.
Well, I upgraded it 100 times from that version. That was like the first version, and I thought that I would keep getting. They obviously paid me. I have a pool in my backyard as a result.
Because they valued your work.
They valued my work, and I thought we would keep going. I thought that I would keep upgrading it and making it better.
Sure.
And of course, 2 years in, it did well, and then they just dropped it because the test changed. Like, this course is designed for any test. It's not geared for, that was geared right for the FCAT. That was what it's called back then.
FCAT.
This class is geared for, it's even for, I have adults. I have a grown man in my class. He went to read a text message, or my friend tried to show him a meme, and she was like, "Isn't this funny?"
You couldn't read
And
it.
he just kind of like pushed it away, and she was like, "No, isn't it funny?" He said, they
Can't
were
read it.
drunk.
No.
And he kind of said under his breath, "No, I can't read." And she was, and this isn't the other Dawn. Remember I said
This is
I have
another Dawn G.
Oh,
We have another one.
And she's
Another
also
There are
Dawn
too many
G.
dawns.
And she said, "Oh, I have a girl for you," because there's a stigma attached. People don't want to know.
Well, the people
And there's
don't
a
want
stigma.
to
I'm the
admit
reading
I
teacher
can't
at the
read.
High school, right? You get in my class when I was in a regular high school. The kids would like ditch into class after the bell because they didn't want anyone to know they're going in a special class.
For reading.
Because I had like a lot of stars.
They put me in a special reading class
You were
in
ESOL,
junior
right?
high school.
Yeah.
Because,
you were in
and
my class.
I looked and I said, why am I going in there? And it says, you can't read. And I went in there. I was
They'll do
really
tests,
upset.
dictates everything. Then their kids
Really
are
upset.
pissed off at me.
And then I had to focus harder. I got out of the class, but that was like da 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 da. I felt like Superman getting out of that class.
Yes.
I felt like I was so stupid. But I got a very sensitive question.
Yes.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Okay. Everybody, how many people at this table, and then you included, have stopped and bought somebody a meal who's living in the street?
Yes.
I give them money.
Once a week to the lady at the beach.
You give them money or you buy them a meal?
I give her $10.
How many of you
And a
have?
Bible sometimes.
How many
My
of
Bible
you
is nasty.
have brought them home and cleaned them up?
Never.
And you know.
That I would
Yes,
not do.
once.
I know. I live with a lady who brought home a lady, almost burned her house down because she kept
Yeah.
smoking. Cleaned her up, bought her clothes, did her hair. Found out that the lady was somebody of somebody missing for years.
Oh my word.
Wow.
Okay? So, what about you, big guy?
Absolutely. I've been in the community for many, many years.
Is his mic on?
I work with the-
Your mic is on?
My wife-
Let's try that again.
Normally during the holidays, we try to get out there and really get involved with people. Sometimes in the past, my wife has even put things together like gift packages to just give away to the homeless people. Absolutely, man. And the worst part about it is most of these people are really struggling from
Sure.
mental health issues.
Right. And that's the other thing that's wrong.
90%.
Right.
A lot of
Mental health.
vets, a lot of CEOs.
Right.
There's a guy in the street that I helped one time, was a CEO. His family was looking for him.
Oh my God.
And
Yeah,
they
it's
found
mental
him.
health.
But see, the problem is you're going to run into all these bumps and bruises when you have this conversation. They're going to say, what have you done? Because it all begins at home, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Agreed.
And you have to overcome not to do it because. You have to do it because you want to.
Oh, absolutely.
And that is 9/11. I went down 9/11 with a shovel to go and dig. They didn't let me in.
Were you in New York then?
Yeah, I watched it. It was right there. Front row. Front row. And I had Michelle Mata, who you met, came here to dance special, right? She walked to my house from 9/11. Oh, man, I should have asked her to tell you the story. She was covered in soot. There was human remains on her. I cleaned her up. So that, and she was like in a daze. And she sat in front of my house. We fed her. We cleaned her. We cleaned her up. We changed her clothes. They wouldn't let me go dig at 9/11. I wasn't tall enough. They wanted big guys, 6-footers and over, because there was so much that had to be dug. Now, half those guys got cancer.
Right.
Right?
See, that was a
So that was God. It's what Dan
protected
says, you know. You weren't supposed to be in an accident. That's why my car didn't turn on, and then it turned on. Remember that?
That was crazy. That's
So true.
So I didn't get down there. I didn't get down there. My friends got down there, and they got cancer.
We've got many angels in this room today.
But the bottom line is, let's have an intelligent conversation. Let's not have an emotional
Well,
conversation.
let's value what's important, and it's family, it's children, it's parents, it's love, it's kindness. We have the holidays coming up. It's Easter, Passover, our big holiday event. It's just about being kind and being respectful to each other. And like I said, it doesn't matter, man, woman, child, question, transgender, whatever acronym you want to put it to, it doesn't matter. We're all human, and we should all be treated with the same respect.
Respect is a big one.
If you've got diabetes or you've got mental illness, whether you see it or feel it, it's just about being kind and reaching out to somebody. And that's what we say every day.
And if you get upset during the conversation, time out. Take a time out. Go outside. Scream your head off. Come back in.
Cry in the parking lot, whatever
But
you
don't
gotta
get
do.
involved in screaming over one another because we get nothing done. I'm so tired. It's broken. Hey, it is broken.
Don't stop stating the obvious.
I mean, why do we have to
What did it say,
argue?
fix it, Captain Obvious?
Why do we have to always argue the point that you got to listen to me? I'm going to show you how to fix this. You don't, because if you knew how to fix this, you would have fixed it already.
You know what? At least we're in a start and we're having the conversation.
That's right, and that's how it
Very
begins. And from here we
Is it wrong
go.
of me to think that if you aren't a teacher and you don't have children, you don't have to walk into a school, should you even be part of the conversation?
Yes,
That's
you
wrong.
should. I was a coach to over 1,000 kids. And 9/11, I had 20 kids in my house, and I was not their parents. And I coached a lot of
That's an
kids.
That's an involved person. I'm
Yes.
saying somebody who's not involved with children or schools in any way, and they just have to.
I'll go down there today. I'll go down there right now.
But
I'll
you've
have a
been-
conversation
you've
with
had
anybody.
Children, you've
Right.
raised children.
Right.
You're a
She's
parent.
saying,
You've been a
she's saying
coach.
someone who's
I
out of
take
that
all,
arena.
I take
Right.
all of you with me.
But we all have a vested
But
interest
I
somewhere
think
too.
Dawn's seeing. Oh, I'm stuck. Dawn sees my point in that.
Yeah, I
she
do.
You
doesn't
need a
have
vested
children,
interest?
So she's going to defer to the people who do.
Who are parents.
Then if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem.
But I also feel strongly about family, and that's the core of it. And if we can get back to family, God, be respectful of people's faith.
See, but the problem with this is you can't put God's name into the conversation.
But you need to.
But hold
That's-
on.
that's
hold
the
on.
problem.
But the problem is that when you do that, they're going to pick at it. So I just
course
want
they are.
I want to put it to the side. I want to talk to people as people. You got a mom? Anybody here born that didn't have a mother or a father? Because if you're here and you don't have a mother or father, raise your hand.
Well, we can put faith into the conversation. If you don't want to put religion, you don't want to put God, you don't want to call it, you can call it source, angels.
I don't want to put nothing.
Well, that's what I'm
No.
saying. You can put any name you want to that
That
title.
isn't, but
It's
that
about
isn't
faith.
that isn't the problem. I'm looking just to have a conversation about saving lives. Your children should be able to go to school. Your children should be able to go to the movies. You know,
They should know you can't respawn someone that's been killed.
That's right. My daughter doesn't go to the movies. She's terrified. Why? Why should you be afraid to live your life? That's the problem.
You know,
That's
my daughter was
internal- that's
afraid to go to
that-
yoga one day.
That's internal terrorism. That's what this actually affects. Is instead of an external terrorism where you have people coming from another country to do 9/11, this is internal
Definitely.
terrorism. This is somebody in your own community who goes out and wreaks havoc. And the whole community is scared, and nobody wants this to happen again. But you have to stand up and have some guts, and you have to have some integrity, and then you have to learn respect. Respect for yourself first, respect for others.
Agreed.
You got to love yourself first.
Amen.
Listen, can we do, remember when I asked you 2 years ago, you see this guy behind me, he's going to help me do this. I want everybody to get together. I want to close down 95 and march on 95. I don't care where we're going. We're going to go to Miami, we're going to Tallahassee. I want to march, and everybody comes and joins. Do you know, I was told by a very famous guy once that if every female or male or Latino took their monies out of the banks of the United States of America for one day, you would shut this country down. Did you know that? One day. So what happens if you walk down 95 and you carry enough is enough? And we're going to have a conversation. We're going to force not an angry conversation. I don't want a mob, but I want to close it down. And then watch what happens.
You'll have a mob if you close 95 down. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but think about this. You want change. Some people sit back. Some people aren't involved. Some people say, that doesn't belong to me. I don't have any kids. I love guns. I love this. I love that. Everybody loves, but nobody's willing to pay the ultimate sacrifice. Give up a little bit of yourself. Bring it home. Give something up. If you can give up one thing of you, give up time.
Wasn't that what Lent is about?
Yes.
Yes.
Right? It's giving up one thing.
But not everybody celebrates Lent.
No.
Well, I know that, but it goes back to
We're back to the
faith,
religious
religion,
thing
whatever
again.
you want to call
We're
it.
back to that again. You can't do that.
Well, like
But
in our
why can't I see? I don't understand.
You can't do it
why
because-
you have to take, because God is already out.
Honey,
of our
I know all
schools.
about that. The problem is this. You have people who don't believe in God no more because of what's going on. You got others who's lost parents. They just turn their backs. And that is on their time. That is their business. All that comes around. What you have to do is you got to focus on the problem, not all this side conversation. You start bringing up men and women, that's a problem.
Yeah.
You start bringing up God, that's a problem. You start bringing up that Dan has a pair of black shoes on, that's a problem. Because people always have an opinion.
I agree with you. I agree with you because they have to focus on securing the schools. That's what they need to
Let's
focus
start
on
there.
first.
It's the
Yes.
solution. You need to start with solutions. Okay,
Right.
you know what the problem is. That's really elementary. Wow, we've delineated that quite clearly. However, if you reverse engineer and go from what your solution is,
There you go.
And back
there you
up.
go, and then back up to what the problem was, then you solve it.
That's right.
Pretty quickly.
That's
It's
right.
really not that tough. Reverse engineering does wonders for giving you what it is that you
You
need.
can't even take a bottle of water on an airplane. Do you know that?
Isn't
Right.
that
No,
a
you
little?
can't.
But you can take a rifle into a school. Really?
Thank you.
But you
Because
can
our
take a gun
priorities
on a
are messed up.
plane. You can take a gun on a plane in a box. Do you know that?
Makes no sense.
Yeah.
So the guy
Facebook-
goes to the bathroom, he loads
Yeah.
the gun up, and he
You have a
shoots everybody
permit-
at the
you have a
where
permit
you
to
get your,
carry.
where you get your
Depending upon
suitcases.
what state you're going to, yeah, permit
Faith,
to
where can
carry.
people find your show?
You can call me at 561-702-3986 tonight. It's going to be on the Faith Washington Show, Facebook, Periscope, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app at WWNN.
And Dawn DeMarco?
Dawn at sparkleoflife.com, Facebook, Sparkle of Life, Instagram, Sparkle of Life 16. I think that's it. Oh, and Dawn at, I am on Sparkle.
You can find
I already
Dawn.
said that. Hello, 954-309-2234. Sorry.
And Dawn, where can we
Little
find
brain
Freely
fart.
Reading?
The easiest way is freelyreading.com, but if you do freelyreading.com/lovewords, you'll get my free guide that explains how to bust through any reading block.
Bust through it. You can
Hold
find
on a second, we got
Sid.
one more.
Love it.
Well, we got two more, and we're gonna
Yes,
Oh,
tonight.
talk about tonight.
Don't forget tonight.
Heart of Delray 1-year anniversary party, 6 to 10 p.m. tonight, 1440 North Federal Highway in Delray Beach. If you're in Pompano, you're Mattress One. So come to Delray Beach. We're just north of Atlantic Avenue in Delray Beach, off of 13th Street. You will see the searchlights. It's like finding the other side of the rainbow.
just don't run into the train.
Follow the lights. We'll see
Follow
you
the
tonight from
lights.
6 to 10 p.m. What else we got
And
going?
Rashad, you do music, yes? Music, people that want to put music together, label, yes?
Yes, I do. I have a recording studio at my house. I do commercials. I do mixing, mastering. I do jingles. I do have
really?
engineers so where we can make music. So yes.
Dawn, you
need
wanna
to
sing?
contact me.
No, I don't sing. I just think that's really
He
cool.
cuts
I
records.
sing every day, but I'm really bad.
Oh,
But I just want to,
Tone,
I want to
tone,
announce,
tone.
I was told that I would never get a recording label done.
remember that.
Remember that? And I have this man back here, I'm going to talk to him today, and I'm going to put Amp Square, Amp2 TV Productions. I'm going to put the recording label together with this
I've never met
guy.
a more patient man than Freddy.
I'm going to tell you
right?
something, because in every problem
gonna
there is a
sing.
solution. Just look for it. It's on the
Everyone,
table.
there is a solution. Happy International Women's Day. Join our fun tonight at the Heart of Delray Gallery from 6 to 10. Thank you, Dawn and Faith. Dan, tonight's going to be great. Rashad, thank you.
Lots of D's here.
Lots of D's. Freddie, we'll see you tonight. Have a great day, everyone. Please be respectful, be kind to each other, and we will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Want to make your smartphone brilliant? One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste,
Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy.
Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
In a perfectly imperfect world, you can eat the foods you love, lose weight, and be healthy. But what if I told you you can do just that? In fact, your diet should be perfectly imperfect by eating the foods you love and still achieving your health and wellness goals. I take the guesswork out of nutrition by giving you my simple and effective strategies so that you can live the healthy and happy life you will love using real food to get real results. Schedule your nutrition consultation today at 888-84-TAMMY or visit my website, tammyfogarty.com. Don't delay, get healthy today. 888-84-TAMMY.